What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Woodshed, and today I let Discord pick my army. Let's see how it works out. You guys heard me right. Today, we're doing live Legends attacks. We're actually going to do all 8 of them in this video today here together because these ones, I let you guys pick. I did put up a poll on my Discord. I have a link on the channel page if you have any interest in joining. And I put up a poll and I said, what do you guys want to see me use on stream today for our Legends attacks? And I gave a couple things. I gave a couple troll attacks like a Lavaloon clone army. I put mass throwers on there, fireball thrower on there. And some other dumb stuff, right? I put some stuff on there. I figured I'd let you guys pick, and you know what? I thought this would be a great idea for a video. So if you guys want to be a part of this, feel free to join our Discord. We're going to do this on a semi-regular basis, at least letting them pick the army for the live streams. I'll also put timestamps down below for those of you who don't care about this army comp. They picked fireball throwers, so shout out to my man Gavin COC. He's the one who I took this army comp from. So huge shout out to him. This is his army comp. From what I understand, you give a Warden Walk with the Royal Jelly. Lets him kind of get a little deeper into the base. Oh, excuse me. Truth be told, I haven't played with this army a ton. I played with it for the day that I ended up doing it. So I'm very curious how this is going to work out. The army's a little different than what I expected, but honestly, it makes a lot of sense to me. We will see how this ends up going. I will, on just the random off chance, put in a log launcher there in case I feel the need for something like that. But yeah, so we're going to do this, and we're not going to yap about it anymore. Oh, I will also put this army link down below in the comments in a pinned comment so you guys can see it. But let's go ahead and get into our attacks. Alright, we got attack number 1. Now, normally when I'm doing this kind of stuff, right, what I'm normally going for is I'm normally showing you guys the best of in a lot of these clips. So this is the first time we're doing Legends League stuff kind of live right here. What I'm kind of wanting to look at is something deep in here in like these rage compartments right here. It's kind of what I like the look of initially. I also want to get rid of that fire spitter and that bomb hive if at all humanly possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set down that first balloon. I'm going to set down my warden behind. I'm also going to go with my furnace. And we're going to kind of just wait a second, right? We're just going to kind of let him work it out. And I have 4 invis. I want to try and save as many of these as humanly possible, but those might not be quite really that doable. I am going to get what I want out of that, which is a big good, right? But also at the same time, it doesn't look like we're we lost our Grand Warden in the process, which is something I actually had anticipated wholeheartedly doing coming up here. So we're going to do that. We're going to set down our freeze up there. We're going to do this. We're going to keep just kind of plowing our heroes through right here. I'm getting a little bit of a weird little split, which I'm not loving the look of. So what we're going to do over here is we're going to do our 1 totem spell. I really want, and the worst part is I'm actually getting my healers to follow, not my throwers, which is kind of the key to this army right here, right? So what we're going to do, because I have my warden, I have everything over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something like this, and I'm actually going to freeze that guy over there just so we can have some better penetration and force it over on this side, which is really what we want. Is there a, are we going to fix this? There's no shot, right? We're going to throw down our Queen's ability. We're going to double rage. I actually do end up getting that Town Hall somehow. How? I don't know. This has been conveniently the video I saw of Gavin using this attack. He had a similar issue on his first attack. He didn't lose the Warden, but he lost pathing with his Warden. I think the difference between losing the Warden versus him kind of going on his own is the difference between this 80% that is showing up versus the 3-star I saw Gavin do. Shout out to Gavin, man. Gavin is a very good attacker. You should check him out if you haven't already. And we're just going to pick away some extra percent here, what little bit we can. It doesn't look like that's. It looks like it's going to be at just these couple things right here. But we'll take the extra percent, especially with those little bit those guys right there. So not the best attack in the world. Definitely not the worst though. That definitely could have went way more sideways, especially considering that we're missing the Warden after that fireball. So let's see if we can't protect him a little better next time. Let's go ahead and get into attack number 2. All right, attack number 2. Oh, I hate these style of bases with every part of me. There's not a part of me that enjoys these attacks. So we got double spitter. We got the spitters kind of facing this way, which means it's going to be heavier trapped on this side. But I think that's kind of the way we have to go. Is kind of go in like this. Maybe put in our king and queen up on the top is kind of what my brain is thinking at the moment, at least at a first glance. Keep in mind, guys, I am not a fireball main, so don't take my word as law. I'll give you some decent tips here, but please, please, please don't think I'm the best at this by any means. I'm going to show you in the rest of the rest of these attacks that I'm by no means the best. So we're going to go in here. I'd like to get a hold of that bomb tower, and we're kind of just going to go for pure fireball value. I'm going to kind of aim on this side. I won't lie to you though. So we're going to do that. So we're going to do something like this. I'm doing that just to protect my warden. And what we're going to do is we're going to king up here. We're going to try and pull him back. That is not ideal because now my warden is not pulling at all. This could have been a terrible mistake. This is absolutely bad. This is going very poorly. Warden is all of a sudden pulling. Am I gonna save that somehow? No, you gotta be kidding me, right? There's no chance. So we're gonna throw our flinger down, right? We do keep our our troops are split, but we are alive. So like I don't know how much I can complain. We're also gonna secure a 2-star here. We are going to overgrowth this stuff here in the middle. And we're going to throw down a rage over there. We're going to throw down our poison, which is to be expected. We do have a little bit of thrower split with our warden here, and it looks like the healers are over there. I almost wonder if something like this, at least when you're as not skilled as I am, I suppose, if you wouldn't be better off maybe running healer puppet on instead of magic mirror. And doubling down on having extra healers on the split. I'm genuinely curious. Y'all, not even gonna lie, I didn't even get... Guys, L streamer right here, that's what that is. Because I didn't even have the ice golem. It's hard for me to compartmentalize some of this stuff occasionally. Especially when I shall confess, I don't normally play on PC like this. I play on PC when I'm streaming, and doing live attacks like this is normally something I only do on stream. So it's an attack I don't use. We're actually still getting a decent percentage of this, though, which I will say is a little on the surprising side. We're not going to triple this, right? Because that Revenge Tower, we've essentially saved it for last. We should use that Overgrowth more as a zoning tool, right? But we are going to get a 93% here. I am not upset about that at all. So let's get some more reinforcements. Let's go for attack number 3. All right, attack number 3. Let's see what we got here. This is a much more normal base of what I'm used to for something like this, and I actually really like this. So what I'm kind of feeling is I want to get one of these rage compartments. Then I'm kind of going into one of those spitters, which I don't love the idea of, but we're going to risk it. I'm going to hope to get one of these, but I'm going to make this warden walk pretty short. We fumble bad, and they die. That pisses me off. We're gonna have to figure out how in the hell that happened. I mean, I know how it happened. I just thought I put them up in time. I guess I did not. So this is one of those where it's gonna benefit us to have that log launcher. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna place this over here. We're actually gonna put our royal champion over here as well. Ice Golem. So Ice Golem's over there. It goes off, giving us a little freeze right there, a little bit of leeway. The point of us having the log launcher is just having some troops we can guarantee are going in on Town Hall, which is it's just going to be the most important thing we could do at this rate, to be honest with you. Just securing the 2-star. When you fumbled like this, it's just better to make sure that you can secure the 2-star. Play a high 2-star. Anything extra you get's just going to be nice to have, but you'll notice I'm doing that with a lot of these, where I'm just kind of playing as safe as I can. Man, he's got a lot of cleanup troops in this army comp. He's obviously... I can't even get to that point where I'm needing the cleanup troops is the worst part. That's okay, though. Mama said there were going to be days like this, right? But and it's not the end of the world. This one's going to be the worst attack we've had by far, though. We're going to be nearing that, like, 70%, and that's probably going to be about the size of it. I will gladly... Damn. Screw that Phoenix. Right away. Understanding, sir. Yeah, I'm gonna have those furnaces, those little fire mites, just poke away at those dragon, that little baby dragon. I'd love to get that last little bit of metals, and we'll call it at the 72%. That's fine enough for me. Let's get some more. Let's try and get a 3-star on the board. You know, the worst part about that last base is that was one that I actually attack on a semi-regular basis and have a lot of success with. And now, it didn't work for me. That's the worst part. I was doing better against the bases I don't like. Isn't that something, huh? Let's do this. Let's go ahead and do this up here. Let's make sure we don't forget the furnaces as well. What I really want is just to get... You know what? I'm actually going to do this just off rip. And see, I just can't... I keep doing something wrong where that warden is just dying so quickly. I think the Royal Jelly, for how I'm trying to use him, is pushing in... Oh, I didn't even change it off of that right there, man. I think the Royal Jelly, for how I'm trying to use him, is pushing in a little further. I should have just overgrowth that, to be honest with you. It makes him push in further than I'm comfortable with, which does in turn make it a lot harder. We still got the log launcher going, which is again is going to play us really safe here, but we could have got the 2-star without it. We already had everything set up to get us in there. We didn't need... well, that was... Oh, God, this was the worst attack. Is it going to be one of these where I just tilt myself into oblivion? No, I'm gonna pick up some little percents here and there. This one's not going to be a great attack, but it's not going to be the worst. Probably? Maybe? I got some Yetis floating around in there. It's not half bad. I got the action figure that's still alive. He hits his little rage vial right there where he's going to absolutely decimate that queen. Let's see. I don't know that I'm far enough away to come up behind that from that scatter. I'm not. That scatter's going to turn on me. Yep. But that's okay, though. This actually will be the worst. Probably? I don't know. I'm going to see if we can't pick off a couple extra percent. But you guys don't need to see that. So let's go ahead and go to the next attack. Alright. So we ended last attack at a 66. We made 2 small adjustments. We took the... what the hell did I just call it? We took the Angry Jelly off of the Grand Warden, which is number 1. That was the first thing we did. And second thing, we put the Snake Bracelet back on our King, which is pretty common when it comes to throwers. I'm sure the Spiky Balls... the Earthquake Boots are better given how you use it. But I'm so used to using him as a funneling, so I'm definitely not utilizing him the way they intended to. And I put the Unicorn on the Grand Warden. I don't know that that's really a good call, but it's some extra healing, so it makes sense. And he'll kind of help keep him alive as much as possible, at least, which I think will be a fine little thing right there. Let's do that. We're just going to get some big value right there. Nothing monstrous, but nothing bad by any means. We're going to come up here and up here. We're going to go this way, so we will pull Warden. We're also going to go like this. And I need those healers to switch over. Yes. Yes. Okay. We onto something here. We onto something. I'm going to, same thing, I am going to actually log launcher on purpose this time. Even though there's actually no value for it. I just want there to be some kind of path into some of this stuff if they start opening up right there. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually overgrowth that, and they'll start redirecting that way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here with some extra support, kind of strong arm them up here. Boom, we're going to overwhelm them up there. They'll go for the Revenge Tower, which is, oh, that's almost beautiful. That's exactly what I wanted. And they're actually going to keep funneling down. And when they keep funneling down, what's going to happen is that's going to open up, right? So we're going to pick a fight with the Minion Prince. And when we get down here, I actually am going to rage up these guys. I'm really debating doing it over here. If they had a little bit more health over here, I'd have jumped on the chance to do something like that. What we're going to do is do this and this. I'm going to hope that he'll start shooting at something like that. Yes. Go off. Come on, I need you to take that town hall. I need you to take that town hall. I do still leave some stuff up top for cleanup, but it's not a lot, so I'm hoping that there's a chance that we can clean it up. Warden's being hit, but he's not being hit fast enough to take him down from the healers on him, which is nice. So we're actually doing this is such a step in the right direction. If we were a little smarter with our time here, we absolutely could have 3-starred this attack. We're not going to because that Invis Tower is going to ruin us. But that's okay though. This is going to be like a 95%. This is a huge step in the right direction as far as this attack goes. Definitely better off for me. I was a little concerned when the healers didn't first transfer over. But, and to be fair, the only thing we have left is our Warden right now. So it's not perfect, but that was definitely an upgrade. If I hadn't used a log launcher kind of like an idiot, and I can remember that I have Ice Golems, we have something here. Alright, this is attack number 6 of 8. This is one that absolutely has to have the log launcher, I think. The way I'm looking at it, kinda, yeah. So what we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna come in over this corner. We're gonna do that. We're gonna 7, so we make sure we got that furnace coming down. What we really want, I'm gonna try and get that Revenge Tower. I'm just gonna try and get it out the way. I really could go for this and go for the Clan Castle. I don't think that's as good a value for me though. And I don't need it to be huge fireball value, right? I just need some fireball value. We're going to be able to do that. We're going to be able to do that. We're going to throw down all these throwers. We're going to throw down the first couple of wall breakers. We're going to throw down that. We are going to keep in on that. We're going to do that just to pull it away from the Warden just in time in order to keep him alive. That's huge. That's huge. That's huge. We're going to throw down that freeze right over there. We probably should have saved the freeze for later in the attack, but that's okay. It's not the end of the world, I don't think. What we're going to do is we're going to do this. Because now what I need to be able to do is something that's not going to happen because it's only a couple Yetis. But I'm going to hope the Yetis can create some value right here. And I don't think they're going to be able to create enough. They are not. He doesn't even go down. That's a... That is not good is what that is. That makes the rest of this incredibly hard on the rest of this army. And this is going to... We're in 1-star territory here, boys. I never understand how to handle this type of base. Because if you come in up here, you can't really set up because of the clan castle. But that's always what my first impression wants me to do, is to just handle that. And it just never works out. Regardless of how I do it. This is just a base. This base is my kryptonite, is what I'm trying to tell y'all. And we're going to secure a high percent. We just can't get into that core. So we do have, man, are we going to have more 1-stars than we do 3-stars? We got a 3-star one of these, right? This is why. This is exactly why. I should not let Discord pick my bases. Thanks everybody in Discord. Although I love you guys. So don't get it twisted. I love y'all still. And don't forget, if you guys want a chance to be able to torture me like this, join the Discord. There's a link to it on the page. It's free. We're really cool. We're so much fun. Blah, blah, blah. You know the ordeal. Yeah, this one's going to be a 90% 1-star. This one's heartbreaking, man. This one hurts. I remember long, long ago in Legends League, I used to count the 1-stars I had in the course of a day. And I got so good that we didn't need to do it anymore. I guess I might need to start doing that again. Oh, this is terrible. All right, attack number 7. We're taking a look at this. You know, I said that last time. I do like the idea of getting that out of my way, though. I won't lie to you guys. What I'm going to do here I'm going to try and make this one a little on the weird side. We're going to go like this. My initial reaction tells me to go up on this corner and go after that clan castle, which is very much something we can do, but I don't... I'm trying to go against what my natural instinct is telling me to do here. Because my natural instinct just gave me a 1-star, and we don't like that. We try to avoid that as much as we can. And we're going to do something like that. We're going to do this. King over there, that over there. I need the healers to scram off of the ward, and they seem very attached to him, and I think that is causing me some pain. What we're going to do over here is we're actually going to overgrowth that. The reason we're doing that is so we have, for one, a clean push in. Right here. I actually do still have that that ability actually does start opening up on me. Sorry, not that ability. That what the hell am I talking about? That poison tower does, but at least everything over there won't be beaten down on me at the same instance, which is a big thing, right? Big plus, big plus. We're throwing another rage down here in this compartment because we actually want to try and rage up our healers as much as we humanly can. I don't know how well it's going to work. This is the make or break point, right, where you need to see how much comes out alive while you're still, well, smack in the middle of the base. This is the part where you see, I got a couple throwers, I still have my ward, and I still have a couple healers. I need that queen to be alive. The queen's not going to stay alive. Throwers are going to keep up, which is kind of surprising. But that's okay. We're going to pick up some extra pieces around the outside of this. I don't think we triple this by any means. And I can't even get that oh! Yeah, I don't have enough healing force left over to do this. I actually had a pretty good idea right there. I just couldn't execute it when it comes to the end of it. So I guess let's go to the last attack and hope that we can get a 3-star on the damn day. Last attack. So let's make it a good one, right? So I'm kind of torn on between what I kind of want to do when it comes to some of these, right? Because sometimes my instincts are really working with an attack like this, but this is not an attack that I instinctually have in the back pocket. So we have to be incredibly careful when it comes to this type of stuff. We're going to do this. We're going to throw this down there. We are going to get that, which is actually really nice. What we're going to do is we're going to throw down our throwers. We actually are kind of going in on the wrong direction all of a sudden, I've realized, because I'm kind of a schmuck. But that's okay. What we're going to do is we're going to open up these compartments over here. We're going to throw down the troop flinger like we were supposed to. And we're going to start boiling in on this side very, very quickly. We actually already have the healers kind of spreading out a little bit, which is pretty nice. And since we're doing that from that side, we're actually going to come in opposite here with our Royal Champion for some support like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do this. Throw down our poison there. Kind of distract a whole bunch of stuff. Throw down that. We are really having some pushback right there while we're frozen. I'm going to totem and turn everything around right there. And I don't know that we have the muscle to get through any of this kind of stuff right this second. I'm going to do that just to kind of pray that we have anything. We're going to throw down the rage on our healers there just to try and help keep something alive towards that middle and that push through. Warden is going to go down, which is probably going to be a wrap for this attack then. We didn't really use their overgrowth well, which is something I am canonically known for. So it's not the end of the world. It happens all the time when it comes to me. I just can't use the overgrowth super effectively. I guess that's my fatal flaw. We do still have throwers, that giant pushing around. Archer Queen was still sticking around. That actually gave me a little hope, but they couldn't stay alive. Now nothing's going to be able to out-heal that monolith. And we're not going to get to that monolith quick enough in order for something else to happen. We're going to throw down the baby dragon over here just to see if it can't take out that Tesla. It cannot. It was close. We actually are going to start throwing down on that monolith, but their enemy king is going to be meeting us much earlier here. If we still had the warden, I would actually tell you we had a chance at this, but we don't. We don't anymore. Even if they stay alive, there it's a time fail, right? Even if they do stay alive, because there's not a lot that can out damage them at this point. Especially with the healer still alive somehow. But I can't get through the rest of this base in 20 seconds. You can give me 20 minutes and I might not be able to get through the rest of this base with as little as left alive, with those healers about to die too. But it was a good try, and we had a couple of close calls. We started figuring it out, but not quite. Do me a favor, if you guys have made it this far, first of all, like and subscribe. You guys are fucking troopers for sitting here watching me get my ass kicked for 20-ish minutes, however long this took, somewhere between 20 and 30 minutes. But I appreciate you guys. If you guys want to see me and make me suffer like this, do me a favor, join the Discord. Like I said, I want to try and do this stuff kind of regularly. Maybe not the uploads, but I do this stuff on stream, and I'm going to do this on stream hopefully once a week so you guys can get some kicks and giggles out of it. But I appreciate you guys. Thanks for coming by, as always. And I love you guys. I'll catch you guys next time.